It's
Good evening and welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ. Glad to see everyone after the new year. Sorry we didn't have a show for a couple of weeks during Christmas time. I believe I got COVID again. So I was laid up for about 4 days, to be honest with you. And I still have not got my taste and my smell back, which is terrible. You could be drinking cow pee and you not even know it.
I wouldn't
I
advise
mean,
that.
it's like so. It's like
You said
it's
you got rid of your smell too.
yeah. I lost my smell too.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, I lost my taste and my smell.
Got
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. So
Got
it's like. So anyway, I was sick. I was great Christmas. We had everybody over had a fantastic Christmas. Uh, there was I think all except one grandchild and two great grandchild, which were her kids, didn't show up. So we had about 30 people here at the house for Christmas. So it was crazy with 30 people at one time, but we all had a great time. We have a front porch, we have a back porch, and we have the living room and the dining room and the kitchen. So everybody found a place to go. A lot of them went out on the front porch, especially the smokers in the family. They went out on the front porch and smoked and had a few beers. So, but it was great to see everybody and have everybody together. I wish we'd have got a family picture, but there was so much craziness. Nancy and I had cooked almost all day. There was so much craziness going on. There was no time to get a family picture. So I told her, I said, we're going to have to schedule. We go out to our daughter Ashley's house. They have like 180 acres, and we ride four-wheelers and on. I was thinking about talking to Ashley about having a party and everybody pitching in for some hot dogs and hamburgers and inviting the whole family out there, because a lot of us, mostly of the 30, show up, and so we can get a family picture out there of all of us together. So, but other than that, I started with Friday not feeling good. Saturday, I was telling the guys it felt like somebody took a blowtorch and put it in my mouth. It was so raw and sore, and I didn't get better, and it started getting better until Wednesday and Thursday. And then Thursday, I was really feeling good. I was out of bed doing some few things. And then Friday, I felt even better and great. I didn't eat for 4 days. All I did was drink Gatorade, water. That's it. That's all I had for 4 days. So I lost 8 pounds in 4 days, by the way. So, but now I'm starting to eat, but things just don't taste right. I mean, I've eaten oatmeal a few times, and I love oatmeal with apples in them. The oatmeal with apples. Oh man, that's my favorite. That or strawberries, in the oatmeal, and it's terrible because I eat it and I used to love it, and I can't even taste it. It's bland and eating something. Don't know what I'm eating. So
they have other flavors of baby food in the baby food aisle you could try. It's got like peach.
I might try that. Yeah, somebody said something about that. Some of the things I've been doing some research. They say chew gum, which I'm chewing gum. Drink citrus products such as orange juice, grapefruit juice, lemon, lemonade. Citrus products help stimulate the taste buds to bring them back. Chew gum, that, and brush your teeth 4 or 5 times a day. For some reason, that helps stimulate your taste buds. And there was one other thing, and I don't remember. Rinse your mouth with baking soda and water. Yes, baking soda and water. That's what it said. And I'm like, that sounds like terrible. I'd rather drink grapefruit juice and orange juice than I had.
Put a little lemon in it and it's like good old times.
I guess. So, I mean, we got out of the habit of introducing ourselves because everybody knows who we are. But just for tonight, since it's New Year, we'll do it. Donna, go ahead and tell us where we can find you.
Donna Presley. You can find me in Alabama. You can sometimes see me on YouTube. I keep saying I'm going to do TikTok, but I haven't yet. But you can find me on Facebook.
Paul
Corliss, Paul's Mess Workshop. You can find me on YouTube or on Instagram, and you can find me here. You can find me over at Al's stream tomorrow at 3:00 real time, 2:00 Central Time. And, well, 2 is pretend time. It's really 3. But anyway, he has a pretty good stream going. Sometimes he talks to himself because nobody else is on there, but usually there's a few people on there.
At least one.
At least you, yeah.
I've tried to be on there a few times. Sometimes my Sunday afternoons are hectic. Al, tell us where we can find you.
Kilroy 79763 all over the internet. Odessa Woodworking Makers Shop. I've been streaming on YouTube lately and not on Twitch so much. But anyway, used to stream over there, and I guess I'm streaming over here. Paul comes over and he kind of sits there and works on different projects. I think he worked on a video the last time.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. You've got that project too you're going to show off tonight, aren't you, Paul?
Yep, I'm going to show that off tonight.
Good.
And I've got a project too. And Chris, what about you, man? What do you got? Chris?
I have been busy, but the holidays are over, so that's come to an end. Find me on Facebook still and out here in the shop mostly. That's all I got going on right now.
Jim.
Jim Bashir's Driveway Workshop, and just retired Friday. So that was kind of exciting. I started doing it. I made this thing up in my mind that I was going to start exercising and stuff. So I went to the community center we've got here in town. And, hey, I don't want to brag, but I was walking the track up above the basketball courts, and I lapped 2 old ladies twice. Doing pretty good. Did 3 miles today. I'll keep trying to do that every day.
I can't walk 3 miles. You can forget it. I could probably walk maybe a quarter of a mile, maybe a little bit more, and that'd be it. And it's not that it's my health; it's my back. Just that's it. Overdone with.
Yeah, I was a little sore when I was.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
We went 5 miles today.
Be fun.
Yeah. So it's I'll go. I usually go first, but I'm going to go last this time. So we got it's kind of show and tell of. Some of us have some things to show. I think all of us have some things to show. And I know Paul wants. Are you getting out of here about halfway through the show, Paul?
No, probably about another half hour.
Okay. All right. So we'll start off with Donna. Donna, what have you been doing? I'm going to put you on full screen so everybody can see what you got. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Just got to push this button and do solo layout. All right. Show us what you've been making.
Well, I got this on my shirt. It said, move over here. Let's get cracking. And then crackers on the side.
Oh, cool.
I thought
nice.
you were going to do pork cracklings there for a second.
Yeah, pork cracklings.
Bow cozies, where it's the reversible, so you can do either way. You do them in the microwave because it's 100% cotton. And I've got
Just a couple.
Yeah, how much are you selling those for?
$10 a piece on them, and then if you buy more than one, it's take a little bit off each time. But I'm making a bunch of them up because I want to start doing craft shows again because I haven't done it in years.
Right.
So I'm doing that, and then I got to do some coloring book.
Well, we don't mind buying the Christmas ones. That way you don't have to stick with the inventory. I have them all the year until next year. So,
Inventory, it's scary.
huh?
And I said, I got so much inventory, it's scary. These are coloring book totes where you got your
Now
colors.
that's cool.
Oh, those
Good
are
idea.
cool. Yeah.
And then you got a coloring book and the rest of the pack of colors in there.
That is cool.
Just making a bunch of different things up.
All right. Well, I'll get with you in the next day or two. And if I don't, PM me on Facebook and remind me, because we're probably going to want 4. And it can be the Christmas ones. It doesn't matter.
I've got a shed full of material. So she just needs to let me know what she wants.
All right. Well, I'll have her tell you what she wants. I do know this much. She loves ivy.
Ivy? Okay, I'll see what I got with ivy on
He's
it.
got some poison ivy in the back there, I bet you.
Yeah, I do actually.
Hey, Don, I
And
got a
so,
question for you.
is that all you? I hold the tote back up. I like that. Do you can do them like in Superman and Spider-Man, or is that?
Yeah, this one's a Spider-Man one.
I like that.
I have
That is
different
It is
kinds of
nice.
Spider-Man materials. So I can do it with the web one or
Send me a picture of one of those so I can show it to my my daughters and son, and they might be interested in buying one. Yeah.
John, just an idea. Can you do those superhero ones like a backpack?
do what?
Could you do them as a backpack?
It can be done as a backpack instead of putting handles on top. You just
I
put it
was
on
just thinking, little boys, yeah, they'd rather carry a backpack than a shoulder bag. So, just thought.
Yeah. I mean, it can be done where you just put the handles on the side to where they can like put it on the back.
Yeah.
And then it
Yeah.
comes. I'm trying to find a coloring book that will match
Yeah.
what I'm
Oh,
doing,
cool.
and put a coloring book in there with it.
Right.
Hey,
That's a
Donna,
good idea.
what do you think's the next season for doing shows? I mean, Christmas is over. Is it like Mother's Day or?
Um.
The next big day is going to be Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's
Day
is
for
the
craft
next one.
shows?
Yeah. Valentine's Day is usually a big day.
Yeah, and I have to look at it and see out here. I mean, just the schools with all these kids and everything. You can do
Right.
little sucker holders.
Yeah.
It's like Paw Patrol or whatever. It's got a sucker in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah. It's sad to say that, Valentine's Day is taking over Easter. I mean, you don't see near as much stuff during the Easter time anymore as you do Valentine's.
Yeah, that's true. And St.
So-
Patrick's Day, you hardly ever see stuff.
I know.
Patrick's Day stuff to make too.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
before-
certain areas up in Boston, I guarantee you'll find some St. Patrick's Day stuff.
yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for a whole
Get up there for it.
for a whole
Up there,
show,
I guarantee you. Just before we get to you, Mr. Paul, I want to go through and say hi to some people. Let's see, Lynn's Handcrafted Wood Shop is out there. If I miss anybody, y'all, Chris Nealon's out there.
Chris.
Aussie Man's out there. Good to see you, Aussie Man, and Happy New Year. Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodworking. JJE.
Jim.
JJE. James Parker. Jumbo.
Jimbo.
Oh.
And one for Jimbo.
And Russ Motos is out there.
Hey,
Hi,
Russ.
Russ. How you doing?
I see Dan Inge.
Yeah, Dan Inge,
Yeah.
Russ Meadows.
Jimbo. I see Len from
Michelle Marcoux.
Oh, bonsoir.
Michelle Marcoux is out there.
Comment allez-vous, Michel? Ça va?
Okay, it looks like it. I just wanted to say hi to all y'all. Happy
Put
New
your
Year.
name in if
Happy
you didn't
20,
mention it.
2025. And if we missed you, right out. Hey, I'm here. You missed me, dumb butt. You can't say ASS because they'll bleep it.
Hey,
They'll
it's
bleep
in
it
the
out.
Bible. Jesus rode on one out of town, didn't he, or something like that?
Yeah, he rode on a donkey.
It was awkward, but it happened.
Yeah, he rode.
Couldn't get an Uber.
He rode on an ass. That's as he came into town. They called it. That's where they took the palm fronds, and that's the reason it's called Palm Sunday.
Yep.
Or
Oui, ça va
Palm
très
Saturday or
bien.
Palm Friday, whatever the day it is when he came in.
Magnifique.
So, next is Paul. Paul, what have you been working on? Let me hold on. Give me 1 second to push the button. So put you in solo. All right, you're solo. Go ahead.
Well, there used to be, and you probably remember.
Are you muted?
I am.
Muted yourself somehow.
I hear you.
I hear.
Yeah. What's your earphones?
Nope. You're still muted.
I hear you, Paul.
You hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, everybody probably remembers when Dave Gatton used to have his Christmas
something
challenge.
is wrong with your microphone. I don't know what it is, Paul, but you were muted. I mean, you're not. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I hear
Nope.
you.
Everybody else hears me. It must be you.
Can anybody else hear him?
Yep.
Everybody else can hear it.
Y'all can?
Yeah.
How
And
come
I
I
hear him
can't
on
hear?
YouTube.
Only all of us.
And I hear him on YouTube,
That's
by the
weird.
way.
Well, go
When
ahead.
you first signed
Talk
in,
away.
right?
If they can hear you, it's fine.
Okay. Anyway, Dave Gatton used to have a Christmas challenge
It's the
thing every
CNC
year. CNC challenge for Christmas. And he quit doing it. Well, the other show that I'm on is Ryan Ballard's show, Making It Up As We Go Along. And he took it over. So one of the things I made for this year's Christmas challenge, this is a prototype of the real thing, but I made this for my great grandson. And it's a little thing that goes
Oh, neat.
That's cool.
and tells how many days before Christmas. And on the finished one, I put glitter on the front and then did the laser through the glitter. But he has that one now, so I can't show you that one. But this is a prototype.
That is very cool.
And that's one thing I made. The other thing I made is this.
Wow.
And I made that on the laser.
Laser.
Too cool.
Laser.
Weekend project?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, how many
It was
weekends?
for the weekend.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I cut it all out on the laser, and
that looks great.
I thought about painting it, but I didn't really have the time to paint it. But
I think it's one of those things that doesn't need to paint it.
yeah,
It tells the story by itself. So
it does. It does. And so I was real happy with the way it came out.
yeah, I would be too.
Good
So
luck,
that's
Paul.
what I've been working on.
Yeah, you could probably get some retail stores that want one of those for that front window or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it took a few days to put it together once I got it cut out.
Pretty cool.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
That it?
That's it.
Okay.
Russ can.
If y'all
make
can hear me, give me a
on the
second. I'm
side.
trying to get this
We can hear you, Russ.
Yeah, we can hear you, Russ.
volume thing.
Yeah, well,
One of the
Paul, don't you have to
these,
leave
craft
now?
shows that we went to before
Yeah.
Christmas, somebody had a
I'll wait a little bit.
The craft show I was supposed to do before Christmas got canceled a week out.
Really?
Yeah, they hadn't finished their repairs from the hurricane. They were flooded,
Oh man.
and the electrical was still shot. And at least, they gave me a week's notice. Didn't tell me as I pulled in the parking lot. So
Do you have anything in any stores at all?
no, even the store I was in, I pulled everything out because nothing is moving right now. It's the same problem we had 2 years ago. Post hurricane, everybody's money is going into their house.
Yeah,
So retail stores are hurting big time. Restaurants are hurting.
yeah, it's
It's
coming
gotten a
out.
little better since the snowbirds came back down, but it's really not got back to where it was.
But even the snowbirds are probably putting a lot of money in their places. God
Yep.
damn it.
Absolutely. So, you back, Russ? Guess not.
No,
Yeah, I'm glad y'all cared. Yeah, I'm back. I had to, I guess for some reason my earbuds just quit working.
I know maybe it was your StreamYard because when I logged in, my microphone wasn't working at all. But I hit refresh and everything came back online.
Yeah, well, I just took them off and plugged in these. They're earbuds, but they're the kind you plug into the computer. They're not wireless, but they are working. So now I can hear. I couldn't hear Paul, and I was going like, "What the heck?" I'm doing when I said, "Can y'all hear Paul?" And y'all are going like, "Yeah." I'm going like, "Well, it must be my earbuds." Well, I'll have to watch the rewind, Paul, to see what you showed because I was busy trying to get my earbuds working.
hey, that's okay. This show never goes smooth.
No, it's like, and the thing about it is, I just fully charged them yesterday, and I haven't used them, so it can't be that they're dead. So for some reason, they just disconnected. I'm not sure why. So next up is Al. Al, what do you got that you want to show and tell? And you are now on solo layout. Al, are you there? Now,
Yeah, I'm here.
You have no
yeah.
audio.
I do now, don't
yeah, now you do.
I? Okay, yeah. Let's see.
Russ must have a virus.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
rest.
It's propagating into everybody's audio.
I've been working on this. My wife came up to me and said, "Hey, can you strip this?" And I didn't really strip it. I just pretty much took and painted it. But I did sand it, and it's I wanted to prime it and then paint it, but she got primer and paint together, and I thought, well, we'll give it a try. She's going to recover it and put it in the bathroom.
Is it water-based paint?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Yeah. Did you sand it real good?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Most of the water-based paints they are making it now. Back in the day, if you put water-based paint over that, it would peel. It would not have adhered. But the newer version of water-based paints nowadays actually adhere very well to the old oil-based paints, including sanding or stain and sealer.
What I was wanting to do was get, I believe it's called bonding primer.
Yeah, there's a bonding primer. Yes,
That's what I wanted to do first, which is what I told her to get. I told her to get the bullseye red. Can't remember what it's called, but anyway, it's bullseye, and that's what I saw. Everybody was saying, get this, get this, get this. So, and then she came back with the white that had the primer in it. So I just went ahead and shot it. And I did use a sprayer. I didn't paint physically, but
well, they've come a long way. Like
Al,
I said,
is that
with
stuff like self-etching primer?
yes.
Yeah, they've come a long ways with the primers or
wood
water-based paints nowadays because they're trying to eliminate all oil-based paints because of the hazardous material, the environment, blah, 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 blah. So they have come a long ways with water-based paints.
Yeah. And if you want a harder finish, you can always go to an alkaline paint.
Yeah, alkaline. All right, what are you looking at here, Mister?
I went for the same challenge that Paul entered in. I went ahead and did the same thing, and I made some little houses, and I painted mine and such. I don't remember if I did a video. Oh, that's something else I'm cutting. Hold on a second. Let me look at my.
Looks like you cut it already.
Yeah, I did. That's something totally different. That's
there you go.
Oh, I want the pattern from you for and I'll exchange it for some 3D patterns for 3D projects, but I want the pattern from you for the booth, the police
Ooh,
booth.
I forgot about that one. Forgot
Yeah.
about
the
it.
TARDIS.
Yeah, the TARDIS. I want the
Yeah,
pattern
TARDIS.
for that.
Tell you what, let me show that. That's a good one.
Yeah, I want that pattern.
Nothing
I've
better
been
than
doing a
good
lot of
TARDIS.
cutting lately with the laser. Really have enjoyed it. Yeah, no problem on that.
Yeah, who is it that you've been corresponding with that wants one that you were making it for? Eloy.
Eloy, yeah, Eloy.
Yeah.
I was streaming, and basically it was. He said something about a TARDIS. I said, "Dude, don't squirrel me right now because I have one, and I want to cut one out." You know, and but anyway,
That's cool.
yeah, yeah. That's
I
how
like
I basically jumped from one project to another. Hey, Paul, no unfinished.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, I
a
find that. How about the train?
Oh, yeah.
well, the train's going to be tomorrow's stream. I'm gonna go ahead and put the locomotive together, so that'll be tomorrow. But anyway, I probably got more, but yeah, Russ, I'll send that to you.
Chris Nealon wants to know: is it bigger on the inside?
It is bigger on the inside than on the outside. Definitely.
He tells all the girls that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I guess you can pass it on to somebody else.
Go back to your little village. I want to see that again. You didn't hold that on long enough.
Let me go
Yeah,
back.
it takes a village.
Yeah, that's the place. Here, let me bring up the photos for it, and I'll find it, and I'll put them on.
That cherry really looked good though. It looked really sharp. That white, I like that.
Okay, here's a small video of the actual finished
Oh, that is cool.
lights.
Now the lights flash inside of it.
Yes.
That looks neat.
Yeah, I like that. That is really cool.
Yeah, and I hope I don't get disqualified, but I'm not going to say because then it'd be on record.
Yeah, but no, that's really cool. I might have to get that pattern from you too.
Yeah, Brian. I actually got this one from Brian.
Oh, is he selling them?
No, he passed away last month.
Oh, you're talking about Brian Warren.
Yeah, I'm talking about Brian Warner. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he sent this to me about a year ago, and I cut some out for the kids, and gave it to him. And well, nothing much happened. And then Paul said something about, "Hey, Al, you may as well join this thing," And so he tempted me. Paul's
I
like,
love that. I am going to make some of those for the Christmas tree for next year.
Russ, they were so much fun. They were just.
They look fun. Yeah, we'll swap some patterns. I got some patterns. Matter of fact,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to take whoever's next. Let's see who's next. Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Take a few minutes. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm good.
Are you through?
I'm good. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
good.
All right. So, gotta find the button to exits.
Dr. Resin.
I got one
Dr.
question.
Resin.
Al, is that 3D printed or CNC?
It's laser.
Laser, seeing lasered.
Laser's not CNC.
No.
Oh, yeah, laser is
Oh.
CNC.
Well, I mean, they're both computer network controlled, but CNC that you're talking about uses a router to cut the stuff out. He's using a laser to cut this stuff out.
Laser.
Yeah, a laser. Sharks with laser on them.
Laser.
Yeah. Remember
Yeah,
that Austin Powers when he shows the sharks and they
And
have
I do have one more
lasers?
thing, and I do, Paul. I was going to enter this one in to the.
Here, let me give me a second. Let me put you back on solo layout. Go ahead.
This is
Hey, that
this
looks
is
familiar.
this is my
Oh, that's
prototype,
cool.
Paul.
Ah.
This is just a non-working prototype.
I like that.
Anyway.
Cow.
Oh, yeah.
Countdown. Okay.
Cow down.
Cow down.
Cow down to Christmas.
That's good.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
But anyway.
Okay. I like them. The houses, you did an excellent job on those. They look great. All right, Mr. Chris, I'm going to put you on and you show what you want to show, and I'm going to go and grab something. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay, well, first things first, I've got 2 videos in the works right now. Did 2 unboxing tool videos. One is my new Grizzly bandsaw. I love it. I think it's just so straight and easy to adjust compared to the 9-inch Craftsman. So it's only a 9-inch Grizzly, but it does a great job. So, and the other one was, first said my better judgment says don't do it. I went and got this out of Temu.
Uh-oh.
And how was it? How is it?
And I'm going to tell you, I'm very impressed. It's square. It's holding its position. I got everything tightened up right now. I did have a couple of small issues during assembly. I won't tell you right now. Wait for the video. But they were so minor, it's not even worth worrying about. So,
did you read the instructions?
That was one of the problems. There were no instructions. So I had to keep looking for pictures for how things went. So, but we got it together, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. I'm going to tell you, it's better than the one that came with the table saw. So, well, the table saw has a little bit of rattle to it, the one that came with it.
Yeah.
This doesn't. But they also give you spots to adjust, to take up any
Does it go
wobble.
side to side or up and down?
Side to side, up and down is perfect. Side to side, I didn't have much to even talk about, so I haven't even put those devices in yet. So, but if I have to, I will. But I don't think it's enough to worry about. Well, I love the large fence because when you want to cut an angle with a long board, you got to go and find a piece of board that's square, attach it to your square. It's just a pain in the ass. So,
Yes.
So this will solve a lot of those problems. But again, I don't want to say too much in the video. So, and I think I might have shown these projects, the pull toy, doggy pull toy. This was more of a keepsake piece. You give it to your girlfriend, something like that. And
yeah, that is cute. I really like that one.
Really good. And
I want you to send me the pattern to that one. I would like to make it for a couple of months. I've got some.
I'll send you the stencil. There is no pattern.
Okay. The
I drew it myself.
Yeah. Well, send me the stencil. I can actually make a pattern SVG out of that stencil and send it back to you, and then you'll have it as an SVG. You can enlarge it or make it smaller without any problem.
But if I want to make a pull toy out of it, they have to be a little thicker. I did a test on the thin one with a piece of rope, and it just, as soon as you start to pull on it, it wants to wobble and flip over.
Right.
A little wider, this was fine.
So is that a 2x4 type, an inch and a half?
2x4.
Yeah.
So a little thicker than this one. So for pull toys, it'll be this thick. For a keepsake piece, it'll be this thick.
Right.
And where's the other? Oh, and my wife loves cats, so we got to have the cat too.
You should
to make the cat.
I love it. His living room, it's got a catwalk literally in it.
Up the wall, yep.
Yeah.
You
up
gotta
the
be
wall.
kidding me.
Yeah.
And
really cool.
So I got my other pull toys, the fish, in various stages of completion. So
That's a bad cataract on that fish. That one too.
Yeah.
Is that one? That side's better. So.
Oh, that's better. That's like us. You can see out of one eye and not the other one.
Yeah, I can only see out of one eye. I forgot to tell everybody about that.
What about tropical fish?
It's not too late.
And there's another one that's just getting in the paint stages, but I'm not happy with that light neon greens. It picks up too much dirt too fast, so I may change the color. So, but that's what we get going on here.
I love your selection of colors. I mean, how, they're nice, bright. They catch your eye. They really show out, stand out. It's really cool how you do that. Did you have a lot of success this year in selling them to?
I sent more up to New England than I did sell around here. So,
Oh, okay.
but I'm not going to complain. It was okay. But I was at a craft fair today, and I always check in the guys who make things out of wood. There's no color. Everything is brown. Various stages of brown with poly over it.
Is it like stained?
Color.
Is it
What's that?
stained or is it just walnut?
Well, I know that there's bowls, there's benches, there's tables, but there was no color in anything.
Right.
So
I get
I
what
think
you're
if I
saying.
can get a good stockpile, hit a craft fair, I might do okay. It's like a color.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other guys are kind of bland.
Yeah.
I think one guy stopped me from taking a picture of his projects because he got between me and the piece. So,
That's
Oh
weird.
my God.
I had
You're gonna
out of all
my
the
See,
craft shows,
that's when I set my I don't even ask. I set my camera up. I see what I want to take a
Yeah.
picture of, right? I don't say nothing. I just walk right on by. I go around a little ways and I get my camera all set up and I walk up and I go snap and gone. You
well,
don't
see,
even have a chance to
you're
stand.
walking and moving. I'm pushing the wheelchair.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
true.
kind of hard to miss me coming by. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but most people
We
don't care.
probably-
This guy obviously knew what I was up to, so he stepped right in front of me. So
Yeah.
that's all right.
we
It's his
probably
art. I
bought
can't go and steal his ideas, but like they say in art, if you're not stealing, you're not trying.
Right.
Yeah.
Good artists.
Ossiman says, I got a couple to show. Can I email them a couple of projects? Yeah, go ahead and send them to contest@simplywoodencreations.com. I don't have the thing up there, but everybody should know that by now. But it's contest, CONTEST, at simplywoodencreations.com.
As soon as I put a C in my address too, yours pops right up.
Yep. So,
Oh, one last thing. I'm looking for a locket that can hold a picture for this one. So it's got to be something small and cheap
That'd be neat.
and hold a picture. There's got to be something out there somewhere. Just got to find it. So I'm
Cool.
done. Questions? No? Bueller? Now, the retiree who's had plenty of time to work on projects now is up.
yeah.
He said he
Let
already.
me get back to StreamYard. All right. So, Jim, I'm going to put you on while I get my email set up so I can receive that. So you can show and tell.
All right.
You're solo.
Chris, it's kind of weird that you said that about the people that wouldn't let you take a picture, because out of probably the 10 craft shows we went to on the weekends before Christmas, there was only one like shriveled up little cat lady looking gal that said, "Oh no, you can't take a picture." Otherwise I took a bunch of pictures of everything to try to figure out what I was going to make. And the only thing I was working on is the grandkids liked these 3D printed things, and Paul kind of turned me on to using the embedded web server in my printer. I've got that Flusen 400 that's sitting out in the garage, so I just leave it turned on all the time now. And if I see something I want to print, as long as it's got a filament in it, that I don't have to run out and change filament, I just do the 169, 162, whatever. Type it in the web, like Chrome or something, and my printer pops up, and I can print anything from inside the house. So I don't have to keep a lot of it. Yeah, it's doing a pretty good job printing these flexible guys. So I was doing spiders and snakes and all kinds of stuff for my little grandkids. So I think they're all arachnophobic by now. But yeah, that's about the only thing I've been working on, because it's just been too cold to go out there and do anything up here by Chicago.
Does the cold affect the 3D printer at all?
No, I was really surprised. No, not this one. It does my CR10 back here behind me. If it's cold down here in the basement and I turn it on, it just doesn't print right. But the printer, it prints fast, and it doesn't care what what the temperature is around it. It just does it. I was really, really happy I bought that when this head took a crap on me and I had to replace
Yeah,
it. But, yeah, it's
but
working.
you're printing mostly
great.
PLA, right?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah,
yeah.
mostly PLA.
I've noticed.
I've got some ABS out in the garage, and I actually have a roll of. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say that I know I kind of noticed around. I mean, it don't get that cold here, but this spring I didn't have the heat on it, and I came in earlier today, and it was like 47 degrees in here. But I noticed that on my printers, the cold doesn't seem to affect when you're printing PLA. Now, if you're going to print ABS or whatever, you have to have an enclosure and it has to be heated.
I printed something when it was 12 degrees outside, so it printed fine. It didn't have an issue with it at all.
12 degrees.
Yeah, I've got a roll of carbon fiber stuff that I want to start playing with because I want to make a bye Al or Paul.
Bye Al. Or see it, Paul.
See if,
we all say bye Al as Paul leaving.
I saw him waving. I saw him waving in the corner of my eye, and I was looking at Al's.
Yeah. Well, you said it. I followed along. So
yeah.
Anyway, bye Paul.
Yeah, I got a roll of that carbon fiber filament because I want to make a copter kind of thing, a drone. Since everybody else is flying them at night, I thought I'd get in on the action. Right. So I got some. I want to try it. So it'll be I've printed ABS stuff before, and it's worked okay on that Flucent. But and we'll try this stuff and see how it works. So that might be my next big electronics project, is to make a drone.
Okay.
That's my little guys here.
Jimbo and Niantic River said they emailed you also.
Okay.
I'll tell you, James put up a couple of really nice things on Facebook the last week. If you guys,
I saw some of his stuff. I was sick, but I did get a chance in the last few days to see. The only thing I've got right now is from Chris Nealon and Aussie Man.
So
I was sick just because I knew I couldn't make something as good as James did.
Yeah, the first thing I have done was yesterday. I got some 3D prints I'm going to show off, but that was the first thing I've done since I've been sick since Christmas. So I haven't touched anything. Let's see. Present. Share screen. And I want to share contest. Share. Let's see if that comes up. There it goes. And is there any way for me to make it bigger? Oh.
Yeah, if you bake it. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is what I've received. This is from Chris Nealand.
Yeah, the bottom one's James, I believe.
Yeah, this is a platter that he made.
Nice.
I like it. Yeah, very nice. I love the way he did the bottom of that. That's awesome. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Chris likes to eat and he likes to make platters. Kind of goes in hand.
Oh, that is the bottom and the top. So okay,
the platter is 9.5 inches and maple.
Maple.
Nice.
Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And then the other one I got is Guy Madison just came in. This is from Aussie Man. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Indeed.
There you go.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Fascinating almost.
Fascinating.
I like it. I like it. It looks like a cutting board that he did that on.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go. I got to get into a controversy that this is another one from Aussie Man.
What are those? Pushers?
I'm not quite sure. We'll have to ask him. What are those, Bill? Aussie Man?
The front thing's what's throwing me. Oh, they're like little woodpeckers. I see that now.
Yeah, but how do they work? Does
They
you pull the
hold
string
notes
in?
on their butts.
Huh?
They hold notes on their butts.
Ah, okay.
Gotcha.
Hold notes on
You
their
push on the head, and then you clamp your note in up underneath your tail section. Right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's from Guy.
Oh wait,
Knockers from Guy.
those are door knockers. Like I was saying, use them.
How did I get from? I was down here on Bill Buckley's. How did I get from that?
You were.
I don't understand how it jumped because I did the same thing. I was
Dude,
on this one.
It's warped.
Yeah, I did this one, and then I went like this, and it went over to Guys. So, all right, this is from Aussie Man.
Yes.
This is obviously a bandsaw box.
gvt.jpg is what the name of the file is.
Yeah, that's cool.
Those that
I
are
like that.
popularly.
I think he showed a picture of this on Facebook, if I remember correctly.
Did he flock the inside of those drawers? Or
It looks like he did. He had a flocking good time.
Yeah, looks like pretty good flocking.
It looks like a green flocking.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Almost looks kind of like a mushroom at the top.
Now, are you saying, are these right here made from bamboo? Or is there another picture, or of all of this made from bamboo?
There is the front of it. I don't know what wood this is. Bill will have to tell us.
Dude, that looks like something you see in the Billabong or something like that coming at you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an odd shaped, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Bill, is this what you're saying was made from bamboo?
No, I think he meant the cutting board is made from bamboo.
Cutting board, okay.
Yeah, that's the original one. The first one was Spock on it.
I'm just reading
Oh,
back.
all of it is made from bamboo.
Oh, all of it is made from bamboo. Okay, wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
this
board looks like it's made from bamboo. Yeah.
Yes, I did not know that this was made from bamboo.
Yeah, that doesn't look. Wow.
That's awesome.
Looks trippy, if I may add.
Yeah, it looks great.
Bill says yes, it's flocked.
Yep, and it's made. All of it's made from bamboo. Okay, so I did Bill. I did Chris. All right, now let's go up to Guy.
All right, let's see what Guy's is.
All right.
Oh, whirligigs.
Whirligigs.
Yes.
Ta-da!
I like the little angels.
I'm very, very much considering start putting this out now to get votes about doing the whirligig war in
I'd like to do
spring.
I vote yes.
Springtime.
I vote yes for the spring.
I vote yes.
Me too.
Okay. Yeah, and those are guardian angels whirligigs. And then, okay, now, Guy, what did he say? Tell us exactly what these are. Door knockers. Is that what he said?
Yes.
Door knockers. Okay, these are door knockers.
That's cool.
I thought you put those out on your bird feeders, so when the squirrels tried to get in them, the beak came down and popped them in the nose.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Anyway.
It makes sense now about the door knockers because you pull on the string and it makes it knock.
Knock, knock, knock. Oh, sorry.
Oh, another whirligig. Excuse me for coughing, but
I'm recovering from bronchitis myself. Yeah.
It's not good.
I love hanging with you guys. I feel so healthy.
I tell you.
I know.
I went to the doctor yesterday, and he says, "Oh, you got the same thing." Well, the day before yesterday, you got the same thing I've got. Bronchitis. Here, take this. I said, "Yeah, it started as an upper respiratory, and it moved on."
All right, this come from Chris.
Just rewired all my blow molds for the front line.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
I used to have a ton of them. I left them up in Boston.
Those are worth a fortune now.
The older ones, yeah. I gave them
Yeah.
two that I did not know how valuable they were. 'Cause my sister gave them. She found them in her basement. I never looked them up, and I gave them away to my neighbor right before we moved.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are very expensive.
So I'm starting to collect them again. If anybody finds one, let me know. Especially the old ones.
And then James Parker, I got his. There's this plane
wow.
that he made.
Yes,
Yeah, I
cool.
like that. That's a cool pattern.
I like the prop
Very
pattern.
cool.
That's very neat. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Wow.
Awesome work.
Yeah, Jimbo does great scroll saw work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does. He is. He is. He don't consider himself a scroll that good of a scroll saw person. I looked at him and I was like, really? I mean, I know some people are very humble and don't about kind of things like that, but James is a very accomplished scroll saw artist. Very accomplished.
Is there a side view, like from behind the wing?
That's this.
Okay.
I thought that was walnut, but it's actually Purple Heart.
Yeah.
Unless he's
Oh,
showing
wow.
more
On a
than one.
scroll saw?
That's the
stuff's
one
as hard
without
as a
any.
brick.
Yep. Yep.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah, when it's thin, it's not.
Well,
If you're cutting like 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch, it's not any harder to cut than maple or anything else.
Really?
But now
Okay.
you get up there pretty thick, like 3/4, 1 inch. Yeah, now you're talking.
you want to slice a piece off to use in a scroll saw. It's still going to destroy the
Yeah.
blade.
Yeah. And there's his planes.
I got a
Did-
chunk of
did
Purple Heart that I think it damaged one of my lathe tools. So
Did Mike send you anything? I
Okay.
guess not.
Nope,
I
that's
like
all
this.
I've
We
got.
need to do this like once a month.
yeah,
He's
Yeah,
doing
I
some
wouldn't mind it.
stuff out there. Dances with Aardvarks has got
I love that.
lathe, some lathe stuff that he's doing.
Yes.
And you should see it, guys. Go out there, go out and check him out. He's got multiple part videos on the work he's doing. It's pretty wild, pretty intricate.
What is his a scroll? I mean, his YouTube channel.
Dances with Aardvarks,
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
which is Mike.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Couple of things real quick. I told everybody I was sick. I'm pretty sure it was COVID because I lost my taste and my smell. And another thing, just before that, I was having some eye problems, and I went to the doctor. I thought I might have had an eye infection, and he looked at my eyes and says, "No, I don't have an eye infection. I have what is known as dry eye syndrome, which." Even though my eyes are watering, it's from my allergies, but it's not lubricating tears. So therefore, my eyes are dry. And it makes them water even more. So I've got a routine I've got to do. I got to wash my eyelids, and I did not know this. I never heard of it until he told me. But on your eyebrows, at the base of your eyelashes, there are glands that produce oil that leak out into your eyes to help lubricate it. And therefore, you need to keep your eyelashes clean so the oil can leak out. And that was another part of my problem, is he saw a lot of dirt around my eyelashes. So he said, you need to clean them. So I got drops to put in my eye, and I got to clean them. Second thing I found out is I'm pretty well blind in my right eye. If I take my glasses off like right now, I can see the white of the screen, and I can see the square where everybody's at, but I can't tell you if I didn't know, I couldn't tell you where Chris is or anybody else. I can't even see them. They're just blur. So anyway, when he was examining my eye, he says, you have a cataract on your right eye. And I said, yes. I said, when I got my eyeglasses like a year ago, the eye doctor told me that I had a cataract. He said, but it would take a couple of years before it would need to come out. I think I've lost my hearing on this side. I did. It would take a couple of years before it would need to come out. And he goes, no, you're pretty well eye lens is covered with a cataract. Like you're can't hardly see out of it. So he had me cover up my eye. And anyway, needless to say, I got a cataract on my right eye that's got to come off. So I was already supposed to go in for the photos and measurements of my eye to get the lens, because they actually have to remove the lens and put a new lens in. And I was supposed to do that the 30th, but unfortunately I was sick and couldn't do it. So they rescheduled it to January 15th. So hopefully I'll get that done January 15th. And then they'll schedule my surgery and I'll get it taken off and get a lot better. So one of the things I wanted to show real quick is, my Dodge Dually, somebody, that's how I do this. Somebody told me the other day that when was the last time I changed my spark plugs in my Dodge Dually, the Cummins diesel, and I told them I don't ever remember replacing them, and I said, so I had to go out and replace his plugs in my and the diesel. I didn't realize how big they were. These things are huge.
Huge, I tell you. Huge.
They're huge, I tell you. So anyway, it's a joke. This is a spark plug that you can 3D do, and there's a hole down here in the bottom that you put the cord in, and you can actually put a LED light inside of this and light it up. So pretty cool project I printed. It actually comes apart and screws here so you can put the 3D light in. A very good print too. Whoever designed this did a very good job in designing. Everything fits perfectly and works good. And another thing is I kept noticing, you know how you're missing your 10 millimeter sockets all the time? Well, I got tired of missing mine, so I put a camera in my workshop, and I know what's happening to them. The little rascals are running away. That's the reason you can't find them. They're getting up in the middle of the night and hauling butt. So that's the reason you're losing your 10 millimeter sockets. So Al and Donna and Jim, whoever, this is a file that I created, and y'all might be interested in this. And there's one change I did to it, but it's a 3D printed Santa camera.
That's good, actually. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Does it actually have a camera in there, though, Russ?
No.
That would be neat.
I know it would be. I thought about that myself. Yeah. So what I did on this, two things. This is the original. This, and all I got to do is print the belt buckle. But the belt buckle itself, this black square piece in the middle, I printed a silver piece to go over it, and it looks much, much better than just this plain black. The second thing I did was I printed this centerpiece for the eye of the camera. It is actually hollow, so to speak. And what I did was, if you look real careful, if I can get it in an angle, see that shine on it?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like dome shaped.
Yep.
And it actually looks kind of like glass. I use UV. Dead burn it. My hands don't want to work right.
Yeah, the UV stuff you used.
Yeah, I used UV resin, and after I glued the lens on, I laid it down flat, and then I filled the little cup with the UV resin and stuck the UV light on it and let it harden, and it turned out perfect. It looks just like a glass camera lens.
Cool.
Yeah.
What kind of UV you use?
I got one of these little battery operated UV lights.
Yep. All right.
Yep. And so it worked perfect. I mean, this thing dried in like 2 minutes. So, but you glue it on first, and you can lay it down. It will lay flat on a flat surface, even though it's concave or whatever. It's got a flat place in the back, so you can lay it down flat and pour the UV in it. The Santa and the black belt and the cam are all glued onto the red piece. And then, like I said, I printed a thin piece that is silver to go over the buckle part. It's just a square. And gave that one to my daughter. She wanted it really bad, so I gave it to her. So, but all I got to do is print a silver one and put over this one, and it'll work the same way. It's no big deal. But this is my design. I designed it. And if you notice it, like I said, it's kind of like got a concave shape in the back. So, yeah, that was popular, very popular.
What did you design that with?
I actually designed the whole thing in Corel Draw and turned it into an SVG. The letters, the buckle, everything, the circle, and then I took it into Tinkercad and turned it into, add the depth to it, all that kind of stuff in Tinkercad, and turned it into an STL and then printed it, and it worked perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm learning to use Tinkercad, and I'm getting pretty good at it. But it's just so much easier for me to design something in Corel because I can do it like that.
Yep.
And then turn it into an SVG and just upload it into Tinkercad and add the depth for the 3D part.
Yeah. It's weird because this is going to sound strange, but anything that I have to do in 2D, I do it in Lightburn first.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It's like you with Corel Draw. It's just real easy to do.
Once you learn I love Lightburn too. I started learning to use it, and it is a lot like Corel Draw. A few of the things that I did, I made these for the grandkids, little reindeers that sit on the side of the table. Yeah, with his little legs. I made them.
You're big into those articulated legs this year, aren't you?
Yeah. I got a Christmas bulb with legs on it. I made some reindeer in different colors, like green, white with green. My stockings kept on running away, so I made some stockings. And yeah, an angel. Now I love the snowman. The snowman's really cool, and if you notice, he's kind of like there's no black or whatever for buttons or his eyes or anything. That's because he's put a tea light in him and he lights up.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
And this is not you don't have to use your AMS to print this. You print the white snowman, you print the little orange nose, and you print the black hat, and you glue them in. They actually will snap in, but I added a little super glue just to make sure they stay, but they all snap on. So, the snowman, a Christmas present box with legs.
Oh yeah.
A reindeer.
That's a nice.
So I gotta go and add some paint to these because I want to do their eyes. Here's a little Grinch.
You're a mean one.
Well, if you like that Grinch, you'll love this Grinch with the mohawk. The Grinch with the mohawk.
Reminds me of Gremlins, the bad ones.
Yeah, really. And then I did
Did you print the hair in the Grinch, or did you glue something?
No, it's printed. But it's printed separately. It's 2 files, so you don't have to have an AMS to do that. You can print the Grinch and then print the hair separate.
Because I've seen a lot of people do those lions with the big mane on them.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
lane stretches out a couple of inches out, but it's just strings.
Yeah.
Of,
No, this printed printed by itself on the plate. I made me a little Groot. Actually, I made my wife one too, but she stole it, so I had to make me one.
I got
And
some
then
of that
last-
wood filament too to make a Groot with.
Yeah, last but not least, and I did this Christmas tree, but the one that's unique about what's unique about this Christmas tree is you can put it as a gift container box.
You can hide the candy in there.
You can hide candy, or give your wife a ring or a necklace and put it in
I've
there and
already
hand
done
it to
that.
her.
I'll do that. She gets one ring. That's enough.
So, and last but not least, some of the parts fell off, but I haven't had a chance to put him together. I printed him this afternoon before the show, but it's a card. And here's the other. Let me get it up into the camera where they're all together. It's a card pit droid.
Oh, yeah.
Pit droid from Star Wars. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. I don't have one of those in my card collection.
I can send you this one.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, I'll email it to you. It's easy. It prints all on together, but when you get it off the plate, because of these little things are so thin, it somewhat comes apart.
Yeah. But still, yeah.
But yeah, I can send you this. This is on Maker's World, but I've already have the file. I can just email it to you.
World. Okay.
Yeah. Do you need me? You use STLs, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll change it into an STL because the
What
one
is it,
that now that I have a bamboo printer, it downloads everything in 3MF, but I can take the 3MF into another program and turn it into an STL for you.
That too.
Okay. Either way.
Okay.
But it's a card pit droid.
Very
I haven't had a chance to even put him together. I just printed it this afternoon.
Yeah, I like the card ones. The card ones are neat.
Yeah, I've got a card. If you want that one, I'll send you the card, the robot warriors on Star Wars. What do you call them? You know, the one that have the guns.
Stormtroopers.
They're not stormtroopers. No, not the stormtroopers. In the one movie where they come down and they come out of the big spaceships and they're all together.
Droid?
Yeah, they're droids.
Yeah, they're those
the droid army.
Yeah, the droid army, whatever you want to call them. I don't remember their name. Like the one and the thing goes, he gives him orders and he says, "Roger, Roger." You know, it's like
droid army guys. Yep.
Yeah, the droid army guys. I've got the card file for that too. It's like the pit droid, so I'll send that one to you, Al. And anybody else that wants them, y'all PM me so I don't forget, because I will forget.
Yeah, it's a B1 series.
Yeah. As soon as I walk out that door, 90% of what I've talked about, I'll forget.
God, me too. I'm horrible.
Yeah, I'm getting bad about that. But yeah, if you want those, even Donna, if you want them, let me know. But all those files, everything that I have printed that I showed you tonight is actually on Maker World.
Okay.
So
hey, Al, I've got a question for you. Those little buildings that you had that you showed tonight,
Which one?
got those little buildings that you had that you showed off tonight. I got a bunch of these little, I don't know if you can see them. They're like 1.5 by 1.5 TFT displays for Arduinos.
Yeah.
And I thought what would be cool is to put these in the windows and then just have pictures of the kids' faces and stuff in them.
That would be.
You want to work on a project like that together?
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you get those?
Well, they got them off of Amazon. They're like $1.50 a piece. They're dirt cheap.
If y'all get it to work, let me know, because I want in on it.
Okay, and then we'll write the program for it and stuff.
Yeah.
You think that'll work okay, Al?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Yeah.
Because here's the thing. If the file he's using is an SVG, which I'm sure it is, we can make it a little larger to incorporate the screens if it needs to be.
Well, that's that part of it, but the other computer part of it, we need to
Right.
figure out
You'd
how
have
to,
to.
do all that. But yeah, I got a bag of them, like
Yeah.
this there's like 10 of them in the
How
bag.
many do you have to have
15
one
bucks.
of those Arduino boards for every picture, or can you
No.
one will run a bunch of them?
You know what? I don't know yet.
Okay.
I would think just one, because you have to.
Here's
I
my
would think
thought.
one per Arduino.
Yeah, if it's like each house has to have one, that's going to be kind of not good. But
Oh,
if
it's not
one
really
would control several of them, then you could make like if Al don't have it, we could resize one like a barn to hold the Arduino in it inside of it for it to control all the others.
There's a
Get it,
controller
Al?
board is this guy right here.
Yeah, you see what I'm
There's not
saying,
much
Al?
to 'em.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll figure it
make
out.
another
We'll figure it
building.
out.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it can be done. Like I said, even if it isn't an SVG, give it to me. I'll make it an SVG. On stuff like that, it's easy.
We just have to resize the windows and glue them.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it wouldn't be nothing to do that. It'd be easy.
That'll be a cool project. Now that I'm retired, I can play with stuff like
There
that.
you go. Yep.
Dances with Aardvark says the leader of that droid army was Jedi Darth Sirus. Sirus. Darth Sirus. Dances with Aardvark said you would need one per or use of any.
I think he's
on a
right.
Circuit board. Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd have to strobe the outputs to a different board, and that would be really complicated. I don't even know if electrically, hardware-wise, you could do that, but I think he's right.
Okay, we'll look into it. James Parker already said good night. Good night, James. Yeah, I'm fixing to say good night too. I told my wife I wouldn't take too long. Yeah, so she's always used to me being late. It's nothing new. Anyway, but yeah, thanks for watching. I have had the X1 carbon bamboo printer long enough now and played with it and made it, and everything you've seen tonight was done on the bamboo printer. I've been working it to see how it would work and if it would hold up and how it does. And I want to tell you, it is a good printer. The match to it would be the V400. They're almost compatible in speed. I have not sit down and clock watched them as far as put the same thing into both of them and let them take off and see which is first. But if you put a pattern into what's the name of the program that I use for I can't think of it offhand.
Cura.
Thank you. If I put the pattern into Cura and I got to get back where I can see all y'all. Oh, come on. If I put the pattern into Cura and put the pattern into Bamboo and slice them, the times on them are within, minutes of each other. The Bamboo sometimes be a little quicker. The Cura will be a little quicker. So I would say the V400 is the equivalent to speed. And in some cases, it's equivalent to, excuse me, equivalent to quality. But it seems like the V400 has a little rougher time in objects that have something like this Christmas tree, for instance. The V400 is a little rougher. It's not quite as smooth.
I'd have to agree with you. Yep.
On that, where the I'm sorry. I get a tickle in my throat still from a cold and I start coughing. But other than that, if you're doing a square object or something like that, the V400, and if you put them together, you really can't tell the difference. But the Bamboo seems to do a better job on, I want to say, circular patterns. That's the only other way to put it. But stuff with circles on it, the bamboo seems to be a lot smoother than the V400. But I do know one thing that I did find out that I did not know. Two things is I ordered a thing where you can put it on the bamboo and it will calibrate it for vibration, because all printers, I don't care what it is, vibrate as they work. And this thing will actually test the vibration of the V400, and it will calculate it, and it'll actually help smooth out the print. All right. So if it works, I'm going to try it and see if it works and helps with the circular patterns and that. If it does, then the V400 is a very good matchup to the bamboo. And if it works on mine, Donna, after I finish calibrating mine, you don't have to buy one. I will ship it to you. You can use it and calibrate yours, and then you can ship it back to me. Or just keep it for a while. If I need it, I'll get it back from you. I trust you. I'm not worried about it. I don't think you're going anywhere. So, but yeah, but if it works on mine, I'll send it to you. That way you don't have to spend the $20 for it.
Okay.
There's a thing in.
Go
Go ahead, Donna. Sorry.
Colors on the bamboo, that's what'll make it a little bit slower. Other than that, it's just fast.
Yes. But there are a lot of things. There are a lot of projects that are out there on even Maker World, where they're designing them in parts so that people that don't have the AMS can print them. So you can just print like the snowman, for instance.
Right.
The snowman, the white. I printed the white part first. Then I turned around and then printed the red, the orange nose. So it didn't slow it down. Then I turned around and printed the hat. So I actually didn't need an AMS system. I could have just used changed each spool. So there are a lot of pieces like that. And I just as soon do that as I had do the other, because yes, if you had printed this and the three, even though the little nose is so small and that hat is so small, it would have increased the speed like almost double the time it took to print it, because it has to purge the orange out, then it has to purge the white out to get to the black. So that purging takes a while. So that's what slows the bamboo down.
Russ, there was a thing you were talking about with the kind of over traveling a little bit. When you get into these big industrial robots that like grab the whole side of a car body and move it underneath a welder, and the welder has to be within, a couple of millimeters to put spot welds and stuff on a body. It's called like over momentum correction. Because if you get this big mass on a robot and it's moving in one direction and then it stops, the weight on the robot is going to keep it pushing in that same direction. And it's got to pull it back. So there's like a correction factor that you can use on these new industrial robots to do it. It's the same thing that you're talking about. Is like when these things, heads when they move in one direction, it's going to creep another 1/10 of a millimeter or whatever, just because it has to change directions 180
One thing good about, and that's another thing bamboo is quality. And Donna will notice this when she starts playing with hers. The bamboo does it automatically. Every print. Mm-hmm. It comes out and it does a bunch of things, and it lays down a flow calibrates, and you'll see it'll stop right in the middle of the track, right in the middle of everything, and you'll hear it go. It'll start going vibrating like hell 2 or 3 times, and it's calibrating for the vibration of the machine.
Yeah. Yep.
And you'll wonder, what the heck is that thing doing? Is it tore up? And no, it's not. It's calibrating vibration.
Well, now I won't wonder.
Yeah. No, you won't wonder now, but
cool
so the
stuff.
thing the V400, they came out with that because the V400 had, according to what I was reading about it, does have some issues with vibration. and this is supposed to compensate. You actually take the front fan off of the V400, and you're not going to run it or heat it up or anything, and put this thing where the fan goes, and then you plug it in. There's an extra USB port on the side of your screen. You plug it in there, and then you turn the machine on, and you tell it actions or whatever, and go into settings and then go into calibration.
Oh, it's pretty. Yeah.
And it sits there and it vibrates for a while until it gets and then it calibrates itself, and then tells you you're through. Then you can turn off the machine, unplug it, take the 2 screws out, put the fan back on, and you're done.
Okay.
So
that's
it's
a momentum calibration.
Yep, and I think that's part of the problem that I'm seeing that they're saying is happening with it. It's so fast that it's having problems when it's doing the circles, that the vibrations causing problems. It's not as good of a print as it should be. So I'm going to try it and see if that works. So
Lynn has a question: is the Bamboo printer in a cabinet?
Yes, it comes in a Well, it depends on which one you buy. Yeah. There's like the A1, which is not in a cabinet. There's like 2 or 3 of them. The A1 Mini is not in a cabinet. There's 2 or 3 of them that are not in cabinets. Then you have the P1S or PS1 that's in a cabinet, but it doesn't do carbon fiber or anything. And then the Mac Daddy is the X1C, which is the Mac Daddy. That's the one you bought, right, Donna? X1C? Yeah. That has a heated cabinet, and it will do ABS. It'll do nylon. It'll do all of them.
Ooh, Donna. Scores.
Yeah.
Heavy duty.
The only thing you have to do, Donna, is if you're going to do any of those harder filament, PET G you don't have to do, but if you're going to do anything like carbon fiber or any of those, you have to, don't know what that was. That's my printer mixing the white filament. You have to change the nozzle. The nozzles will not hold up to that hard stuff. You have to upgrade the nozzle on it.
Okay, I didn't buy any new nozzles for it, so I'll stay away from that until I.
You can do PLA and PET G and PLA Plus. All 3 of those it'll do without changing the nozzle. It's the one that has carbon fiber, and the other one's ABS and something else that have like fibers in it that make this like really strong products. Well, those fibers will eat the nozzle up quickly.
So what
you have to
do I need to get for them?
Huh?
What nozzle do I need to get for if I decide?
I'll tell you if you want one. Yeah, because I haven't ordered. I printed a few things in PET G, and PET G was strong enough for me. And now they come out with PLA Plus, which is supposed to be stronger than PLA. Then it's PLA Plus, then it's PET G. Those are the 3, and the PET G is the strongest of the 3.
I think I have some PET G.
Yeah. The Bamboo print that really well. Yeah, really well. So, all right, guys. I said we was going to get out of here 15 minutes ago. My wife's going to kill me. Anyway, we'll see y'all next Saturday, hopefully. And I get killed. I get killed every other week, so it really doesn't matter. But until then, if you're too darn busy to get out in your shop, you either been sick like I have, or you're just too darn busy. So just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust, all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and God bless.
Remember, you don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here.
And
Nope, you got to get out of here. See
Right
ya.
There he is.
Wouldn't want to be ya.
Right there.